Liz here from Skills for Parents, enabling and empowering you to take a proactive interest in your child's education. Today, we're going to look at what type of calculator you should get for GCSE maths. I do recommend having your own calculator and knowing how to work it really well. There are many different types of calculators and many different makes and models. I've got a selection here that include some non-scientific ones and scientific. These two here are quite old ones. This one will draw graphs as well. So there's quite a range that you could get. So why is it important to consider which calculator you get? Surely a calculator is a calculator. How much of the GCSE exams are calculator based? Do you know? Well, it is a whopping 2/3. That's right, 2/3. So it's very important that you have the right calculator and you know how to use it. Firstly, let's look at whether to get a scientific calculator or a non-scientific calculator. The difference between the scientific calculators and non-scientific calculators is the order that they do their operations in. You may remember BIDMAS. Well, in maths, BIDMAS, or the order of operations, is really important because that is the order that we do maths in. And so let's decide whether it is using the order of operations and whether that's important to us. So I've got a scientific, this is my scientific, and this is my non-scientific calculator. And let's have a look at this sum. 4 add 6 times 2. Now, according to BIDMAS, we should do this by doing multiplication first. So if I type in 4 add 6 times 2 to my scientific calculator, that is giving me 16. And if I type it into this one, to the non-scientific, it gives 20. And what you may have noticed is that when I did 4 add 6 times, as soon as I pressed the times, that 10 came up. And that was because it was doing that first, finding the answer before it will do the next bit. So it's not using the order of operations. My advice to you would be, for any level, especially at GCSE, don't get a regular calculator, get a scientific calculator. And there are many other reasons, and we'll have a look at a few of those now. Natural display. There are particular types of scientific calculators that have natural display. As you can see, this calculator's got a larger screen, and then it's got some different buttons. You've got the normal buttons, and then you've got like this fraction button and some other ones. One of the reasons I like this is because if I start to do a calculation, I can put a fraction in and it looks like a fraction. And I can work in surds, 3 root 2. And it knows and understands that. So this natural display is really helpful. You can just write in exactly as a calculation is written. So I recommend this type of calculator with a natural display, and it's not just Casio that do them, there are other ones, but I do recommend getting a natural display. Next, solar or battery. Now this doesn't make a lot of difference. Solar is more expensive, usually by a couple of pounds, and it means it's got some backup power as well, because if it hasn't got enough light, it will use a battery. It's not the end of the world not to have solar power, so the decision's up to you. Then I'd think about troubleshooting. Will you find help easily? The more common calculators have got help online. And if your school recommends a calculator, then I suggest you go with that, as your teachers will then be able to help you as well. And that's it. Who'd have thought that the humble calculator would have so much to think about? Do like this video if you found it useful. If you're a parent, you can get more help in my Facebook group. And please reach out if you've got any questions.